Welcome to Networks Professionals.
Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're unlocking what is basically the ultimate magical weapon for conquering the modern IT infrastructure job market, the CompTIA Network Plus certification. Seriously, if you've ever stared at a complex server room and wondered how it all connects, or if you're just trying to break into the tech industry and need that one golden key to open doors, you are absolutely in the right place. Okay, let's dive right into this. Think of this explainer as your structured, highly actionable career blueprint. We're going to cover the Universal Tech Foundation, the anatomy of exam N10-009, logistics and testing formats, your preparation roadmap, and finally, careers, salaries, and the future. Let's get to it.
Section 1. The Universal Tech Foundation.
To really get why this certification is such a big deal, you have to realize that networking is literally the foundational grammar for absolutely everything in tech today. CompTIA Network Plus essentially proves you can design, manage, and troubleshoot these networks. But here's the absolute best part. It's totally vendor neutral. So you're not just memorizing the quirky rules of one specific brand's hardware, like a Cisco router or a Juniper switch. Nope, you are learning the universal language of networking. And once you speak that universal language, understanding advanced vendor-specific tech later on becomes so much easier.
Just think about how many tech fields absolutely rely on a rock-solid networking foundation. We're talking cybersecurity, cloud computing, system administration, AI, DevOps, Microsoft hybrid environments. The list just goes on and on. If you want to work with Microsoft Azure, or manage a Windows server, or build out AI infrastructure, employers are looking at this certification as ironclad proof. Proof that you actually understand how all these diverse systems communicate with each other behind the scenes.
Moving on to Section 2, Anatomy of Exam N10-009.
All right, let's demystify the actual exam itself, because, well, knowing the terrain is your very first step to conquering it. The exam is broken down into 5 major domains: networking concepts at 23%, implementation at 20%, operations at 19%, and security making up 14%. But consider that biggest chunk, network troubleshooting at 24%. This is a huge indicator for you. It means this exam heavily tests practical, real-world problem solving. It's not just rote theory, it's about figuring out exactly why a connection dropped and actually fixing it.
Now, speaking of theory, when you do get tested on that networking concepts domain, a massive chunk of it revolves around the OSI model. You really need to deeply understand how data flows, all the way from the physical layer right on up to the application layer. Getting a solid grip on these fundamental 7 layers, along with the TCP/IP model, well, that's really the core of your networking knowledge.
All right, Section 3, Logistics and Testing Formats.
Let's move briskly through the dry but, absolutely vital logistics here. Just think of this as your basic reconnaissance before deploying into action. The official exam code is N10-009. You're given 90 minutes to tackle up to 90 questions. The format is a mix of multiple choice and PBQs, which I'll explain in just a second, and the cost is roughly $369 US. Or, if you're tuning in from Pakistan, that's about 100,000 to 110,000 rupees, depending on the exchange rate. And a really great perk here is the flexibility. You can take it in person at a Pearson VUE testing center, or just do it via remote proctoring from a quiet room right in your own home.
Okay, let's clarify those PBQs so you know exactly what you're up against. You are not just going to be answering traditional multiple-choice questions where you just pick A, B, C, or D. No way. You're also going to face performance-based questions. These are highly interactive simulations where you actually have to prove your skills in a mock technical environment. Think along the lines of configuring a simulated router interface or wiring up a virtual network.
So the really crucial takeaway here is this target number, 720. Out of a maximum possible score of 900, 720 is what you need. Because of CompTIA's scaled scoring system, that roughly translates to an 80% passing threshold. You really have to know your stuff to hit that mark.
Section 4. Your Preparation Roadmap.
Time to shift the energy up a bit. We're moving from the rules of the game into sheer empowerment. Here is your concrete, 4-step, highly actionable roadmap to victory. Step 1. Learn the fundamentals, things like IPv4, subnetting, and routing. Step 2. Watch video courses to really visualize those concepts. Step 3. Practice labs. And Step 4. Practice exams. Now, CompTIA does recommend having 9 to 12 months of actual networking experience, but hey, if you're a total beginner, do not panic. That physical experience can absolutely be supplemented if you aggressively follow this rigorous 4-step process.
And honestly, it's amazing how accessible world-class preparation is today. For video instruction, you've got incredible teachers out there like Professor Messer, Jason Dion, and Andrew Ramdiel. But just listening isn't enough, right? You need tools like Cisco Packet Tracer, GNS3, and VirtualBox. Getting that hands-on lab experience with these virtual environments is extremely important. It's exactly what's going to help you pass those interactive PBQs we talked about earlier.
And finally, Section 5, Careers, Salaries, and the Future.
This is where we focus on the ultimate reward, the light at the end of the tunnel, the true return on investment for all your hard studying. The career growth path here is just fantastic. Beginners can easily start in help desk roles as an IT support specialist, making somewhere around $45,000 to $60,000. But you don't stay there. You can quickly level up to a network technician, then a network administrator, earning up to $80,000. And eventually, you can step into highly paid infrastructure engineering roles, making $80,000 and well above.
In your horizons, they aren't just local. Network Plus carries immense international prestige. It is accepted and respected globally by absolute titans of the industry: Microsoft, AWS, Dell Technologies, Intel, and major government contractors. So whether you're looking for roles in the United States, Europe, the Middle East, or the Asia-Pacific regions, this certification really acts as a globally recognized badge of competence. The future is incredibly bright, too. I mean, just think about these massive demand drivers: cloud computing, AI infrastructure, enterprise networking, 5G networks, IoT devices. Every single one of these explosive tech trends relies completely on a robust network to even function. So getting your Network Plus isn't just about getting a job today, it's about totally future-proofing your career. It is the absolute perfect stepping stone before you tackle advanced certifications like the Cisco CCNA or the AWS Solutions Architect.
Which brings us to a really crucial question I want to leave you with today. Is Network Plus your next step? Are you ready to master the universal language of tech and launch your IT career? The blueprint is right here, and the tools are literally at your fingertips. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep building, and I will catch you in the next one.
Thanks for watching.